My name is Josh Jenkins. This is my FTT 210 week 6, the third installment of the Muzzleloader Lab that we have. Today is December 20th, 2023.
All right, so now we're at the bench. This is for week 6. So the instructions for this week are going to be, we're going to inlet and install both the trigger assembly and then the trigger guard. And it says we should also shape and sand the back half of the stock. So I went ahead and, I've got the rasp and whatnot, and I was playing around with it a little bit in the back here in one of the earlier videos. This from I think 2 weeks ago, or no, when we were putting this on. Yeah. So it was week 4. But now what I want to do is I borrowed my dad's orbital sander. Thanks, Dad. And so I'm going to sand the back half here. So it says sand the back half of the stock. So I'm guessing we just sand this right here. So I'm going to sand all the way up to here. But first what we're going to do is we're going to inlet the stock and then the trigger guard. So what I'm going to do is we're going to, in one of the videos I sanded a little bit of the brass castings off of the prelim cleaning up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clean the rest of this up real quick. And then we're going to make sure we're going to do a dry fit, and then we're going to take some of our chisels here, and we're going to chisel stuff out. So let me get reset, and we'll do that. All right, so now we're reset. What we're going to do is we're going to inlet this right back here. I'm going to do a dry fit first. Let me get back in focus here. Am I in focus? Nope. I'm going to do a dry fit right here first. Make sure everything's good. And then see where the high points are, maybe use some Prussian glue if I need to. But like I said, if I need to stop and talk about anything, I will. So dry fit, chisel out, go from there. All right, trigger's sitting in there pretty. Get back in focus. Trigger's sitting in there pretty good. I don't think I'll need any Prussian glue on this one, but. I'm gonna go to the guard now. I cleaned it up a little bit with some prelim stuff, and I did a little bit of work a couple of weeks ago just to make sure that it was gonna work after the prelim cleanup and I didn't take too much off. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna finish that up because I know where the high spots are gonna be specifically on that, and they're gonna be. Let me see if I can get some more light on the situation. There we go. See if I can clean this up back here too. So let's do that, and we'll go from there. Okay, now that I've got that inlet and everything, what we're going to do is we're going to drill 3 holes. I need to drill a hole back here, and then I need to set the guard in place, mark those holes, and then drill more holes there. So these drills have about the same bit as from a previous week's video. So what we're going to do is we're going to do that real quick, get it at least started, and then we'll go from there. All right, that's in place. All right, got those in, got the front end, got the back end. It's looking pretty good. I'm also going to make sure the barrel's in place. I want to put this screw in as well. I didn't get that in last week, I don't think that was asked last week, but I'm going to go ahead and put it in right now. All right, so let's flip that over. See, I've got that inlet. That's nice and flat. That's nice and flat, all in, cleaned up. Got the brass castings off of it in this place too. So now, the ask here. So now we've got an inlet installed, both the trigger and trigger guard. We're going to sand the back half of the stock. So we'll go ahead and get started on that, and we'll go from there. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to get my orbital sander right here. We're going to get that. We're going to get a pad set on it, and we're going to sand the back portion here. If it gets a little messy, we may just take this outside, but hopefully this will be fine here. But I'm going to get some gloves on. I got my safety glasses on, and I'm going to get a mask on because I don't want to breathe this stuff in. And ear pro. Always use ear pro. So I'm going to do all that real quick, and we'll go from there. All right, 100 grit. We're going to start with 100 grit. We're going to work our way down. So we're going to start with that, and like I said, 100 grit. Start from there. Work our way down. All right, had to move outside. So we're going to start with 100 grit and we'll go from there. Looking pretty good.
Got everything done right there, so I'm going to go ahead and get a rasp, and I'm going to rasp this off and come right back. All right, I'm going to start rasping this and clean it up a little bit. Get some more of this heavy stuff down first, and then we'll go back to our orbital. All right, I'm going to keep at it. I'm going to keep at this, and we'll come right back. All right, I'm gonna do the toe plate right here, get that sanded up, and then hit it with the 100 one more time, and then step it down to the 150, 200. BT dubs, my grandfather on my mother's side was a master carpenter. I'm sure he'd be pissed off at me right now for everything I'm doing. And if he's wherever he's at in heaven, he's looking down, and he's just, he's having a time with this. All right, I'm gonna go step it down, and I'll be right. All right, I actually decided to step it up to 220 because it's in pretty good shape. But so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this set up, do 220, and then we'll take it back in and we'll talk about it. I'm actually gonna go back to the 100 because it looks like there's some stuff that I missed, so I'm just gonna go back and do that. All right, I got it done. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go back inside real quick, and then we'll take it to the PU.
Okay, so that was fun. Let's show you what we got. So for this week, they asked us to inlet install the trigger assembly, the trigger guard, and then sand and shape. So after all that sanding and shaping, here's kind of what we got. You know, a lot smoother up top, a lot smoother down here. I started off with 100 up here, and then went down to 220. So I mean, it's buttery smooth right now, buttery smooth. So I can't wait to see what this is going to look like when it's polished up. Got all these bits right here. There's a little gap right here, so I'm going to have to try to figure that out. But overall, the sanding went pretty well. All the parts are going to look pretty good once I get them sanded. I've got to re-blue a few of these screws, but other than that, that should be good. The trigger guard went in pretty easy. Got that inlet. Trigger works too, so we'll do a function check. Hey! Yeah, so that works, and that's good. So far, so good. This was a fun week. Next week, we're going to do the rest of this, and this should be a complete muzzleloader next week. Thanks for watching.